Thirst traps. You've seen them, we've all seen them. The guy who legitimately posts a shirtless picture at 11 p.m. talking about some just checking in. The girl doing a get ready with me post where the getting ready part is non-existent and they're only there to show you the goods. The dude who legitimately bakes croissants in a way that should be legally required a content warning. The gym guy who never once looks at the camera, but somehow the camera always finds him in the perfect moments. Bro, nobody fucking accidentally posts anything online. Let me say that just a little bit louder for the people in the back. Nobody posts accidentally. Every single thing that goes online went through a decision, a deliberate, conscious, intentional decision. You fucking filmed it, you fucking reviewed it, and you picked the thumbnail. You wrote the caption, you hit post. You knew exactly what the hell you were trying to upload. There is no fucking accident. And look, I want to be real with you from the jump, guys. Thirst trapping is not new. It's not some new TikTok invention. It's not a Gen Z only problem. Humans have been performing attractiveness since the dawn of time, since the beginning of that shit, bro. That is just literally fucking flirting. But the internet does what it always has done. What social media did specifically was give people a way to perform attractiveness at an industrial scale. So today, guys, we're going to talk about the architecture of the thirst trap, why nobody posts online accidentally, and the specific fucking branches of this that the internet has produced that are genuinely impressive and how committed they are to the performance. Most fundamental truth about all this thirst trappy stuff is desire. Desire is the most powerful engagement driver on the internet. More powerful than outrage, more powerful than humor, more powerful than actual factual information. Some of them figured it out consciously and built a whole brand around it. Some of them stumbled into it accidentally, posted something that hit different, saw the numbers, and then started reverse engineering what made it actually work. Because the most effective thirst trap content is never presented as a thirst trap. It's always presented as something else, a tutorial, a day in my life, a cooking video, a workout, a casual vlog. The attraction is supposedly incidental, just a byproduct of themselves. Just happens to be there. Quotations on that shit. We can extend this back to what I was talking about in my last video about gym influencers. Gym influencers, in particular, the gym content lane, there's a lot of performance in it that it generally makes it sophisticated. Nobody accidentally films a hip thrust video from that specific angle, bro. I swear to God, people who think that shit is true or factual or correct, bro, they want you to see a certain part. That's the whole thing I'm talking about. Nobody accidentally wears that specific outfit under those specific lights and then happens to suddenly post it. The workout is real, the fitness might be real, but the camera placement is a decision. One of the most popular gym aesthetic creators and one of the most notorious, mysterious creators goes by the name of David Lade. He understood that something that most creators never really figure out. The most powerful version of the gym thirst trap isn't about flexing and staring at the camera. It's not even looking at the camera at all. It's being filmed like you don't know you're being filmed. Moving through the gym like you exist in your own fucking world. Letting the physique speak without the personality getting in the way. See, that ability to create the nonchalance attitude is the content. The distance or mystery is the thirst trap. And it works so well that people defend it like it's not even a strategy. Like he's not even doing anything. And then there's this direct opposite approach where the whole thing is completely in your face and somehow that actually works just as well. Take another example with Garrett Nolan. He built an entire following around being the quote-unquote TikTok F-boy final boss. The fucking dumbass, flirtatious, alpha male style content, the dominant energy performed directly at the camera. And what's fascinating about that lane is how specifically it's being calibrated, because that content is not for everybody. You know as well as I that shit is fucking corny as fuck and that I would never watch it. And I know you wouldn't either. It knows though that it's not for everybody. It's targeting a very specific audience. People who want to watch that kind of dominant alpha energy and delivers with zero ambiguity. No pretending it's something else. No, I'm just being myself, because he's not actually just being himself. He's being a fucking dominant character. To be honest, guys, in a weird way, it's actually more honest than the guys who say, legitimately, I didn't even know I was being filmed as gym content like David Lade, bro. Gotta give credit where credit's due. The commitment to the bit is genuinely fucking fascinating and amazing in its own way. The most unhinged creative evolution in the thirst trap space. And dude, this guy, bro, this guy is fucking funny as fuck, bro. But the donut daddy, Anthony Rodello John, bro, who looked at the food content space and thought, what if I made baking videos but made them more aggressively, deliberately, completely, unambiguously sensual? Bro, when I tell you, bro, oh my God, bro, this makes fucking croissants in a way that you require a disclaimer. He legitimately has found a way to make the act of holding and folding a dough feel like it needs to be fucking R-rated, bro. He legitimately has constructed an entire identity around being the thing older women on TikTok find enjoyable. And bro, the comments, bro, oh my God, don't get me started on that shit, bro. Insert Berlise right now, bro. Get the, who the fuck fuck is this guy, yo? Is this guy serious? Oh my god, their comments are so fucking unhinged and sad in the most entertaining way possible, to be honest. I mean, like, fully grown adults are losing their mind over a fucking donut. And he knows this shit, bro. He absolutely knows what the fuck he's fucking doing, bro. Every slow pour, every deliberate need, every look at that camera in a sensual way, built like an unrestrained ostrich, bro. Oh my god, the smile cracks me out every time. Bro, he licks his lips. Dude, that's so weird, bro. Along with David Lay's gym aesthetic fucking mysterious picture, he's created this sort of mysterious edit pipeline, because this is a whole category of thirst trap that doesn't even involve showing much of anything at all. And somehow, that's primarily just the point, man. You've seen the constant content where you have the slow motion clips, the moody audio underneath, minimal caption. Maybe it's just a side profile, a shot from a distance, grainy filter, very intentional vibe of, I didn't even know someone was filming this. Bro, I know they filmed that shit 17 times in a row, bro. To get that one that felt most candid shot, the most accurate, perfect shot. Then they spent fucking 40 minutes on the edit, and they wrote a damn ass caption implying that they didn't post it at all, or they didn't want to post it. Bro, they knew exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to get you to engagement bait, man. This version, this branch of the thirst trap isn't selling you just the attraction. It's more selling you the intrigue. It's the suggestion of depth. The implication that there's a whole world going on here that you're getting only a glimpse of. And that incompleteness is what hooks people, because the human brain fills in the gaps. You project onto the mystery. You imagine the rest of the story. And what you imagine is usually more interesting than what's actually there. The less they show you, the more your brain has to invent or has to create some kind of essay. You want to be fit in that kind of version. You want to actually have that kind of life. And they know that. The whole edit is designed around that specific psychological mechanic. You got an extension of Garrett Nolan's content, the flirt performance content, which is its entire lane by itself in the thirst trap genre. Just like my main man, Garrett Nolan, these are the guys who legitimately do the skits and the reaction videos and the day in the life fucking clips and videos that are technically about something else, but are functionally just a vehicle for the creator to demonstrate how attractive and desirable they are to interact with. They are to be loved, or they are to be fucked with. Of course, man, you already know the how I handle getting approached video, or the how can I pull girls or boys video, the responding to my DMs video, the rating my situationships video. The entire sentiment is constructed to answer one specific question for the audience. What would it be like to be in that person's shoes, to be that person that I'm so invested in? And the answer to the content always delivers. Incredible! It would be incredible, insane, bro. Look at how they're living, bro. Look at how they live their life. Look at their energy, how they are, how they look. The audience continues to eat that shit up because they're not watching the content. They're auditioning for it in their own head. They're imagining themselves as the recipient of that attention. That's the hook. That's why it fucking works, bro. And the creator knows that shit, bro. The whole thing is engineered around that specific feeling. Every word, every look, every casual response to an imaginary scenario is calibrated to make you feel like you're the one being talked to. Nobody posts that stuff accidentally. Nobody accidentally engineers that feeling into a stranger, man. That takes work. That takes awareness. That takes a very specific understanding of exactly what your audience wants to feel. So here's the real thing I want to say. There's a version of this conversation where I'm just clowning on people for being attractive on the internet. And bro, you already know I like that shit, bro. I love that shit. I'm going to do it again in the next video. One was a bit more interesting to me, because that would lead on to a more boring conversation about how stupid it would be. I mean, who cares at the end of the day about this shit? People can post whatever they want. Attraction is not a character flaw. Wanting to be desired is not a character. That's just being human. But what I think is actually worth talking about, and the reason this connects to everything we've been discussing across all the videos I've been discussing before, is the gap between what people present and what they claim they're presenting. People like David Lade who act confused when people call his content thirst traps. The mysterious editor who legitimately insists he's just documenting his life. The bacon guy, come on. The donut daddy, of course. He knows exactly what the fuck he's doing, man. But full credit for the self-awareness. But the rest of them operate under the specific pretense that the attraction is accidental. That the desirability is just a byproduct of being authentically themselves. That they would be posting this content even if nobody was watching. And to be honest, bro, if it wasn't working, then you would absolutely want to pivot. You know exactly how strategy works. But the problem isn't the strategy. The problem is the performance of not having one. I see the same post from a lot of girls online. The I just woke up like this post when they have a full face of goddamn makeup. Like, holy, come on. Are we really gonna be serious? Like, bro, this shit, I know this shit took several hours to create that one perfect photo. You already know it did. Be honest about the bit, bro. Own the business. Do the donut daddy shit, bro. Now, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, and comment down below what you want to see from me next. Before you go, though, make sure to check out my last video in the left-hand side of your screen. Click it right now, and I'll see you over there.